Welcome, Maniacs!
To this week's Mayhem.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Jay.
And we're here to bring some Marvel movie madness to you guys.
What?
But first,
some holiday spirit.
Because we all know what tomorrow is, the lovely
Friday the 13th.
Woot woot.
And it's in December, so
Yes.
we thought, how fitting for Nightmare Before Christmas.
And we're going to put together an Advent calendar Christmas tree with you guys.
And we're going to pop all of the days of Advent.
Yes, so it comes to where you have to build the tree yourself. Let's see if we can rip that off without destroying things.
Processing.
Okay. We all learned that I am not great at opening things.
Yet you do it every time.
It's determined. I don't want to break it.
I'm no better. I'd let you.
I so far haven't destroyed any of the important parts. Take that from me.
I'm going to build this.
That sounds good. Alright, so it comes with 13 days, or that's 12. Why is there only 12? Oh, because it'd be the 12 days left after the 13th. It's fine. 12 days of nightmares to open. You want to build that?
Oh, Lord.
You chose this.
I did. I did choose this.
Oh, it even comes with its own little star.
Yeah. But it's... pulling apart things. Tree.
So how is it supposed to have brand? Oh, is it like snowflakes?
Yeah.
Oh. Why is that like that? That's annoying.
What?
It's like off.
Oh, because I think when these go in...
Oh, it'll straighten it.
Yeah. Probably should have done this before, but it's okay. We like it.
Makes it more entertaining.
Smart. Yeah. I should probably put this closer to me. What do you think?
Maybe.
Or should I just struggle like this? Nope.
I mean, it could help.
Nah. You help? What?
I mean, we struggled just to rip it off, as you see with my lovely hairs.
Alright, we have
One tree.
one there. Was it supposed to go a certain way? Yes.
Huh?
I put it on backwards. Fancy.
Oh. We're discovering this together.
We are discovering it together. I'll say, do you want to start popping them boxes, girl?
Oh, yeah.
Pop.
Oh, it's Zero
Aw.
first.
We love Zero.
So aggressive. Add a finger stuck. Oh, mummy. I don't know if he has a name, does he?
I think he does, but I know he wants his mummy.
Oh, yeah. There's Jack. He wants his mummy. Oh my god, I just clicked with me what you said.
Alright, we have Tree.
Pumpkinhead. I guess I should actually show.
Tree.
Oh my gosh, I always mess up. Which one? Lock, Shock, or
Lock.
Lock? The kids I always mess up their names.
Mm-hmm.
Sally!
Oh, Sally.
Where?
Breach.
Shock?
Yes.
Yeah. The mayor,
Mayor.
and he has those two sides of his face. I love this movie, and I'm struggling on their names. It's Oogie!
Uggs! The Ooga Bug! We love Ugg.
He's cute.
There.
Thank you. He's the one I always forget of who he is. Oh my god, this one creeps me out so much. With,
the
red
doll?
lips. Yeah, freaks me out. That's the one character creeps me out more than any of them. Oh, my
It's the
finger's
little
stuck.
doll that comes inside of the...
Oh, it's Jack Skellington as Santa.
Santa.
Be free. What? Can I take it?
Momentary pause, everyone.
That was impressive, though.
Do you want help? You still have headphones on, just a warning. Here.
Stop. Alright, we're good.
Alright, we're back. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Courtney didn't just break things. To be fair, saved that pretty well, but there's a mark on the wall. It's fine. It's getting painted.
Eventually.
Maybe. No one will notice.
No one will know.
How would they know? Okay.
Okay, He wants to be backwards.
Oh, they're like stretchy. How do you do this easily?
I struggled.
Must like knock over the entire thing. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Pretty yummy. Hold on the thing. Zero gets to be front and center. He's my favorite.
Oh, we need something in the back. I guess Pumpkin Guy can go back here, yeah.
Where do you want the mirror? We'll put him back here too.
Mayor can go anywhere.
Jake, we'll put him there in the front and then the creepy guy in the back.
Cool. Do you want the creepy guy in the back and the bottom?
Yeah, okay. He deserves to be in the back. That sounds mean. Alright, Sally. Where are we missing something?
Do you want to do Sally? We can somewhere on this side.
Sally! Snow Sally. There we go. Sure.
Oh, did you put them only on the, I don't know. We'll have to play with it. It's cute, though.
Yay! We did it.
Oh, except for I, once again, put things back.
Only minor breakage.
I want to know that serious concentration I just had. I know I had that face.
What's that old like game used to like concentration? 64.
Oh my gosh, yes.
All right.
I sucked at it, so we're
I
good.
did too. All right, now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Hello, folks. We're
Friday
back.
the 13th is going to be exciting. Are you doing? Is there anything? Well, I think it's also Taylor Swift's birthday.
Really, is
Mhm.
it?
That's why her favorite number is lucky number 13. That's why she's always had that.
Makes sense.
Pretty
My favorite
sure
number
it's-
two.
Really? I don't. Mine's 4. Imagine that's my entire family's.
Yeah.
All right, so game plan. Since we did Marvel, scratch that. We did Disney movies last week and Did we do characters last week? No, we didn't do characters. Did we?
I think. Oh, I don't think we did Disney characters.
We
no.
just did
I think we just
movies.
did movies.
Yeah, so we did Disney movies. This week we're going to switch things up and do Marvel and our favorite movies, favorite characters, and least favorites of both.
Which is gonna be difficult. And then reminder: this is the movies, not the comics.
That'd be a whole different lesson.
That completely changed the ball game.
Yeah, so we'll just focus on the Marvel universe. And we'll include in this one Sony's versions too, because technically they're still Marvel.
Yeah, technically.
So we can do our top 5 of each. And top least 5 of each.
Yeah.
I don't even know that's proper grammar.
Tops and bottoms. Leasts? Tops and leasts?
Tops and bottoms.
Tops and
can be
bottoms.
taken in many ways. All right. So, do you want to do your top 5, top 5, top 5, back and forth?
Yeah, let's do that.
Did you wink at the camera?
No.
That's a yes. We got this. It's just pure chaos today.
We are chaos. I apologize, everyone. My attention span is.
All right. Let's do this.
Did you just try cracking your knuckles?
I did, and I
didn't do
failed. I thought I would because I felt like there was air. I was going to be like, cool person. Oh! You fail me.
anything? Did you do it?
Show off.
I just stabbed myself.
Just
in my
because
ring.
all of your body is extra bump or loose and blah, 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 blah.
Goosey.
There we go, loosey goosey. I didn't know if that would be too mean to say.
No. I think I need that as a shirt, though.
I actually have a shirt that's a duck and it says got too goosey or Lucy, and it's a duck in jail. I have a shirt that's that. I just haven't worn it yet.
Of course you do. Out of all people, I don't.
No, not surprising.
Nope, not at all. All right.
All right.
Top 5.
Yes.
And these are not in numerical order of like absolute favorite. These are just 5 of my
Narrowed down
list because this was not
Hard.
easy.
It was very difficult.
And I do have some 2 honorables because I can't not add them into that top, but I just also at the same time, you know.
Okay.
It's
I have
difficult.
honorables in
help.
my head. I can do that.
I
Okay.
can't help it. Iron Man #1,
Mm-hmm.
introducing RDJ as Iron Man was
It set the
beautiful.
tone. It set the tone for
It
the
did.
whole Marvel universe. It like made the debut.
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I loved Thor Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great one. That was such a pivotal point in his storyline.
My favorite is the improv with the snake. When I was little, you knew I used to love snakes, and so he turned into a snake and stabbed me.
You know, like siblings do. Yeah. I love, and also Loki. You know,
Yeah,
once
Loki's-
again.
Oh, gotta love Loki.
And this is not including the shows too, because that was hard, and I couldn't add the shows in.
Yeah.
So this is strictly, like I said, we said the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Cap, Civil War. Thanks.
That's a surprising one for you.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that one being one of your favorites.
It's like I said, that one honestly could be switched with Doctor Strange,
Mm-hmm.
because that was one of my honorable mentions. But it was really hard. That Cap was just the.
It was cool.
It wasn't unhinged Cap, but it was
Yeah.
also like Cap just finally standing up no matter what.
Well, and they brought in everybody's introductions too, which
Yeah.
is really cool.
And also that fight on the tarmac.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on.
No, my favorite fight scene's ironically the one where they finally meet Spider-Man. When it's Bucky and them
Yeah.
fighting that in the mall area. Isn't that in the mall?
And it's the airport. Is it
Oh,
the
it's
airport?
inside there. Oh,
Yeah,
so it's
'cause
not the
they're all
actual
changing.
tarmac.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Not the full like them clashing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the same
Because
thought
then Ant-Man
process.
comes through and like starts smashing him. I was like, what the fuck? And you have Anthony Mackie just going like nuts. Because that was also Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan's
First interaction. too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which was great and also led into
Mm-hmm.
Captain Falcon. Not Captain Falcon.
Winter Soldier
Winter
and-
Soldier.
Falcon and
Falcon.
Winter Soldier.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm stuck on Captain America, especially because he just
Captain,
announced
Captain,
that it's stuck in my head because he just announced that he's going to be coming back.
Yes.
You know, as Steve
As
Rogers,
Steve
not
Rogers.
Captain America, but
Yeah.
Steve Rogers.
That's gonna basically it's like the Disney or it's Marvel just being it's a water jug and it's leaking and it's a piece of tape and it's Iron Man or it's Robert RDJ and Chris Evans. It's just like their names on the sticker. Oh, that's one of my favorite memes.
But what if he comes back and he's? I don't know. I have a lot of theories, and I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited to see whether Russo brothers kind of direct this.
Yes.
But going back to it, Infinity Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Infinity Wars.
Mhm.
I loved the Avengers saga. Really,
On your left. Tears immediately.
I just loved it. I love it. I love when they're all together. I love the team. I love the actors who played. It's just they worked so well together. It's gonna be hard for them to.
The last one with Chad
top it.
Chad Boswick. Yeah, that was hard.
That was so hard. It'll be harder in a minute when we talk about that one too. But number 5, Guardians. I love Guardians.
Yeah, Guardians.
I absolutely love Guardians. It was hard to choose which Guardians. I think number 1 really has it for me, just because that's
Yeah.
finding that it's once again the teamwork, the morality of it.
I like who they casted.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
And then on last honorable mention, I'm sorry, I had to Incredible Hulk, because Incredible Hulk is my favorite line. So
Yeah.
I needed to add him in there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to.
No, you're gonna hate me on that one.
No.
Top 5 Marvel movies for me. We pretty much have the same. Infinity Wars, but specifically Endgame. Endgame is like that one gets me. That one is definitely it. Thor Ragnarok as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just love that. I love that part of Thor because it's when he starts changing in his powers.
Molded by it.
Guardians, the first one specifically. I love the first Guardians. That one was the first, like, out of the main characters that I was so excited about. Deadpool and Wolverine takes it for me.
Oh, yeah.
I loved, well,
Yeah, that was
Deadpool's
hard.
one of my favorite characters,
Yeah.
too. So, like, when that Deadpool Wolverine has made the top 5 for sure, which beat out one of my honorable mentions, which is surprising because, you probably know what it is. And then the first Iron Man.
Yeah.
I will watch, I love the first Iron Man.
Watch
It's
it
my
all day,
favorite. He's also one of my favorite characters too, but I just love the first Iron Man. Honorable mentions, which got beat out, was Doctor Strange. I love Doctor Strange.
I'm surprised it's
I
not on your
know.
list. I'm really honestly surprised.
It was a toss up between movie wise. Doctor Strange visually was so good.
It was perfect.
And it was
Like
probably
that trivia effect.
Yes. And as far as origin stories, his was probably the most in depth that didn't go overboard.
Yeah.
And I liked it a lot. That's definitely an honorable mention. Another honorable mention for me would be probably Age of Ultron.
Ooh.
It was the last movie you had with the original cast together and everyone was happy. And they brought in Vision.
Yeah.
Which, yeah. But Age of Ultron would probably be an honorable mention. I feel like overall as a top movie, not as my favorite, but I feel like as a top movie that changed the entire game was definitely the original Avengers.
Oh yeah, definitely changed
I
it.
think I liked it a lot, and it was so cool to see the Avengers finally happen. I wouldn't say it'd probably be my top 10, but that one just overall is like a Marvel movie. That's definitely a good one. So now individually, top 5. Do you want to do least favorite movies now, or do you want to do characters? We'll do favorite and favorite.
Let's do bottom movies. Let's go ahead and just stick with the movies and we'll switch to the characters.
You're
for
gonna
that
hate
one.
me, Lynn.
Yeah, this one was the bottom movies. This one was difficult for me, honestly. Because I have several of them, and it's really hard not to just choose from the MCU, but kind of banter out of there.
Yeah.
Because I really, as much as I loved Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, Spider-Man 3 is my absolute least favorite, which sucks because it brought in Venom, it brought in the symbiote suit, you know, it brought in the most, in my opinion, badass Spider-Man version.
Yeah.
But it was just awkward for me. It was awkward, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, no.
Eternals, couldn't stand.
I know
Couldn't
like
stand
Eternals.
Captain Marvel. It sucks because I loved the movie. It's like, it's a love-hate relationship because I really love the movie because I love the story of Captain Marvel, but I cannot stand
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson, yes, she's beautiful. She really is, but I just don't feel like she was a good pick.
No,
I don't feel like she just wasn't having fun on set. I feel like she wasn't vibing with all the other actors.
I hate it because I
wasn't.
think the reason she didn't is because they gave her so much hate before she even got a chance. And I feel like if I got casted as a role in a movie and everyone already hated me, I'd be like, well, I'm not going to make you happy. Or you have one or two ways. You either go and prove everyone wrong, or...
Which is my stand.
Yes, or you just kind of try, and then I feel like no one was going to give her a chance. That's the hard thing. I don't think if she did good or bad, I don't think anyone was going to give her a chance.
Yeah, and that just sucks. It's...
The hard thing is, though, I don't know who else I would have casted.
If I had more time... to sit here and ponder about that, because as soon as we're done with this, I'm gonna run up and like, I found it. Ugh.
I don't know. It's just hard. That's a hard character to cast. A lot of some of the side characters in that way that are so powerful, they're very hard to cast. But I understand. Next.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who I would do it. Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder was such a big letdown for me.
Especially coming after Ragnarok.
I think that Watiki really pulled into the comedic side because he saw how good it did in Ragnarok, but that was the thing, is that Thor's not a very comedic person. He has his dry humor, but it's not plays, and they spent so much money on bringing certain actors to play in that didn't matter.
Yeah.
And I think the whole gods scene and what they did with Zeus
you think of gods as being all powerful, they made them seem like they were a bunch of just
pansies?
Yeah. It was what
they did to Zeus was horrible.
Like, Zeus is known as a womanizer, but he's still a very powerful god. He's supposed to be the asshole that no one likes. That's the whole point of Zeus, because he's supposed to have every lover of the gods. Like, that's the thing. He produces Hercules.
Yeah, which also kind of excited for Hercules.
Yes. But it just makes you mad because you know how the potential of these characters are, and then they're just like, we're gonna make them funny.
Yeah, no, and the villain.
Yeah, the whole villain thing. They just didn't. I feel like they just.
Well, Gar's so important in the storyline. He's so important in what happens to Thor as well that they really didn't do justice. But once again, they can pull the whole multiverse situation. Well, it's a longer standpoint. It's multiple fights. They don't just fight like one or two times. It's multiple bad fights, and he destroys Thor.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They underpowered both of them, but Thor. I don't know. It was just a hard one.
But like I said, it's hard to take out the comics and just see it as a movie,
But even as a movie, some of them that have gone through, they're still decent. Yeah, that one was just too much trying on the humor side. I don't know. It was hard. It was a hard one to accept. Yes, I understand. Also. Yeah,
and this one's hard. Because I have two that I could really play on here, but I really don't know which one I want to choose, because there's X-Men. Yeah. And it's the new X-Men. Dark Phoenix. Yeah. Did not.
Disappointed.
Apocalypse kind of disappointed too, but we can talk about that for hours.
A fight Phoenix over Apocalypse.
Yeah. This. Yeah. And then Black Panther 2. Wakanda Forever. That was really hard because of Chad Boswick. I am not doing well speaking today. I'm sorry, but his passing was really hard.
They didn't have the ability. They did decent with what they were given, but the time frame was just so hard
Namor and what they did,
that's what made it, honestly, I feel like that's what made me not like it, is how they did with Namor, because I didn't mind the Shuri story. I liked her.
Shuri was great,
and she was already
what they did with her. Yes.
The Namor thing really tanked it.
That's what really made me mad, because Namor is a powerhouse.
Yeah.
And it's What about you? What about you? What's your bottom 5? And let's hurt me because I know I see it. I know it. I see it.
Fantastic Four, specifically the second remake of it.
Oh.
With Miles, and it's so hard
With Miles
because
Teller.
I love Miles Taylor so much.
Yeah, and then you also have Michael B.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan, also like him. I despise that movie.
They did him
It made
dirty.
me so mad.
They did him dirty.
They did so bad with it, and they had a good casting. They just didn't execute it well. I was so upset. I feel like Miles Taylor was great as an actor. He's
Yeah.
too young to be Mr. Fantastic.
Well, I mean, I know they did it in the kids' standpoint, so they did
Yeah.
it when they were, young adults, per
And
se.
I get it, but like the storyline that they used to the age that they were didn't match.
Yeah,
and
it didn't.
it was just I didn't like
That's
that
why
one.
I'm excited for this new Fantastic Four.
Yeah, they have it set in the time frame that they need to. I'm very excited for it.
Please, with the backstories, stop with the backstories.
That's what makes me not like Batman. Second would be the
Agreed.
Spider-Man, the entire Tobey Maguire series. I can't stand that series at all. I didn't like Tobey Maguire. The only part of that series I liked were the villains.
Yeah, yes.
Only part of the series I
Yes.
liked. Minus
Only part.
Lizard Man. Oh my god. What was his name? Anyways, I just don't like Tobey Maguire series. I can't stand it. I didn't like who they casted as Mary Jane. I didn't like any of it. Thor: Love and Thunder, also there. Very upset with that one because I truly love Thor's power.
Mm-hmm.
Totally diminished him there. The Incredible Hulk. I like Edward Norton as the Hulk.
Mhm.
I did really like him. I didn't like my voice. I didn't like
my voice?
the actual Hulk story that they did.
Yeah.
I feel like it was very rushed and tried harder than they should have because the Hulk don't have to try that hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. It's definitely. I don't want to say it's like my least favorite movie. It's just one that I don't want to watch.
Yeah. I mean, I think. I see it's so really hard.
Because
It's
I do
really
like
hard 'cause
I
love
do
I
like
love
Edward Norton.
Norton.
That
I
is the
love
only
Edward
saving
Norton.
grace of that movie.
And well, you also have Liv Tyler in there too,
Yeah,
and I think she played Betty Ross pretty well.
yeah. No, one did.
I mean, I
just-
loved Thunderbolt Ross, and I rest R.I.P.
Yeah,
because he would have been fantastic. You know, as much as I love Harrison Ford,
yeah.
I think he played really
I think
well.
that's what makes me so mad is I'm just mad that he didn't continue it into the storyline.
Yeah.
I think that it's just a wasted movie. And they're not wanting to they don't want to connect it as a Hulk and bring on the Hulk series. I think I'm just more mad how they're not doing what they should with Hulk.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I have a lot because World War Hulk, once again,
Yeah.
would be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Planet Hulk would be fantastic. I would love to see more of it.
I think I'm just mad they just gave up on it.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes me so mad about it and why I'm just like, I can't say I like it because they had it set up so perfectly.
Yeah, but as a movie itself, it was a good movie.
See, I don't know. I also haven't watched it in a while, but it's definitely just, I think it's just overall of the MCU
Yeah.
disappointing me with Hulk.
Well, I mean, yeah, well, that's why the MCU and that because Edward Norton's wasn't technically,
Yeah.
so it wasn't part of that storyline.
Mhm.
But I feel like I do agree they could have added
Yeah.
more. But that hurts. But I understand. I'll accept.
My last one would be the Marvels. I liked Captain Marvel. Like you said, I liked the storyline. I didn't mind it. And it's hard because I like how they casted all the Marvels and they had a chance with it,
Mm-hmm.
but it let me down. That one I would say I'd choose over Captain Marvel.
I just like the cats. What
Yeah,
are
I
they
do
called
like
again?
the Florgans.
Florgans,
Yes,
something like that.
The cats are
Please
great.
stop. Let them eat you.
Yeah.
Running away in the spaceship.
Screaming. No, they're supposed to help. You won't
Tiny
die.
little kittens. I would. Oh my god, the hell I would raise.
Mm-hmm. You want to meet my Florgan? You would just eat everybody. No, yeah, that one was disappointing. I don't know, it's hard. I
Disney
guess
would be
I would.
entertaining.
I guess if I had to switch one, I would probably switch out because I didn't really think about the X-Men series. I would switch out
It's a hard
Hulk
one.
with X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah.
I would probably, if I had to switch, I would switch out
Yeah.
Hulk with X-Men. That one,
I like the girl that they played as Storm though.
Yeah, I loved
Yeah.
who they casted.
The cast was good, but
What they did with
CGI was not
Apocalypse made me so
oh,
mad.
oh my gosh.
That's what
He had-
made that
yeah.
movie so bad.
Yeah, that was tough.
Because it was an Apocalypse.
Yeah. No, that was a little rough.
Yeah, I'd probably switch that one out. But if that'll make you feel better, we'll switch out Apocalypse with the Hulk.
I accept. I accept.
Top 5 Marvel MCU characters. Marvel characters.
It's like that's so hard. Now, once again, these aren't really in order.
Are you sure?
It's hard because he's not my. This is tough. He's not my favorite in the Marvel movies.
Okay.
He's my favorite in the comics.
Yeah.
But I do love.
Him still as Hulk.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I still love Hulk.
Yeah.
So it's hard, except for I'm not a big fan of Professor Hulk and the newer stuff that they're doing with him. I'm really hoping that they kind of go back to his self.
We talked about this the other day. My favorite scene though is when he goes back in time and they have to. He's like, just be Hulk. He's like,
smash.
He's like, that's the key. I'm always angry.
Flip. Yeah, that one. I mean, that's iconic in the Avengers when he just turned and he goes, I'm always angry, and then just turns. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. That
when
split.
He like hides himself when you just see Hulk just defeat.
Yeah, and that's what I don't like about it. That's where I'm like, that's where I struggle because of what they did to him, because he's not
embarrassed. He's not embarrassed by himself. Well, he's embarrassed of having that inside, but they soon like accept it as like a Hulk. But
yeah,
they did this. They played to the humor, and I enjoyed that part.
Yeah, which is unfortunate that they are playing to humor a lot in this, but yeah, that is a good part though. Still, I love Thor.
Mm-hmm.
I love Chris Hemsworth as Thor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they could have cast better.
No,
they really couldn't.
Mm-mm.
I love RDJ as Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
I love Groot.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about Groot. I completely forgot about Groot.
I love Groot.
I completely forgot about Groot.
Even though Vin Diesel, has his.
Don't press the red button. Repeat it back to me. I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
And that's. I mean, he's.
Mm-hmm.
I love.
I like the
dancing.
dynamic between him and Rocket too. Mm-hmm.
I love King Groot, Baby Groot. Just Groot. He's awesome.
I also love Groot's relationship with Drax. I don't know why. Just they hate each other so much, but it's like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, it was
That's
good.
great.
Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Just because Chris Evans, he is America's ass.
So basically, the entire OG Avengers.
I told you it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. Because it's like I love Spider-Man, and it's hard to choose. And that's like the thing I had to choose between, and because that was my 5, but I have Strange because I love Strange.
Mm-hmm.
I love Spider-Man, and it's hard to choose Andrew Garfield or Tom Holland's.
I'd still choose probably Tom Holland's.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one. But he also, Andrew Garfield played him so well.
Yeah, he did very well. I feel like if you could just combine Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland, you literally have a perfect Spider-Man.
Yes.
If you could have Tom Holland's, like, more of his Spider-Man-ness, and then you have Andrew Garfield's
his goofiness.
look. Yeah, and you have Andrew Garfield's look, I think it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Which is funny, because Andrew Garfield is pretty goofy, but I don't think he did goofy enough for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But they're also 2 different ages, so it's also hard there. No, I agree. Was that 5 for you?
I think that was 7.
Great at narrowing down.
I missed so many. There's so many of my loves I did not have in there, so.
I made it tough on you for 5.
Yeah, you did.
Doctor Strange. I love him. I love him in both comics and Marvel. I think they did fantastic with him. Vision has always been a favorite of mine, both comic and Marvel. Like they did, I feel like for that, my first top 3, they did good for both, I think.
Yeah.
So Vision, Doctor Strange, and Iron Man. Love all of them. I think that's probably what I base my favorite Marvel characters on, ones who I think that they did well sticking true to the comic as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's where, because I love Deadpool. Love Deadpool.
Yeah, I missed him out, and that's hard.
And I like that Ryan Reynolds took him to the extra, because like
that extra mile.
The extra mile of what he is in the comics. Like he truly took over the character. Bless his soul, because that was hard.
That was rough. Yeah.
And Spider-Man, I love Spider-Man, which is ironic that I hate the Tobey Maguire series, but Spider-Man would definitely be there. Honorable mention would be surprising, but as far as the Marvel universe, I love Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
I'm happy they brought him in.
Yeah.
I think it's more of I'm just happy that they like actually brought him as character.
I'm glad that they brought him in. I think they could have done more.
Yes. Oh yeah. They definitely could have done more. But as far as who they casted as him and what they're doing, hopefully they take. I mean, he's gonna be part of the next storyline essentially.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked him. I liked that they did his they kind of did more of a backstory for him because he was a hard character just to be like, here's Shang-Chi. Toss him into the fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially the time frame that they did with him.
Yeah, and but I think they did his backstory well because they didn't just muddle on it. You know, they didn't just stay there.
Mhm.
They pushed forward pretty quickly,
Yeah.
and I think that's what they really need to do
Yes.
with like Fantastic Four.
Because they did that with him, they did that with Moon Knight, and then hopefully they'll do that with Fantastic Four as well. They didn't.
Yeah.
They did the backstory needed,
But it was quick.
yes, and then they made it show why he's so powerful, or
Yeah.
why he is a character. So, I agree. All right,
I agree.
top 5 least favorite characters.
Bottom. You said bottom.
Bottom. Minions. Oh gosh.
All right, this one is a fun one for me because I have quite a bit. They're
Okay.
unique. One of them's an entire group. Can't stand the Eternals. I know, entire thing. I just burn it to the ground.
It's really hard.
Another.
I like Cersei. I like her character, but I also really like her in the comics, which makes it hard.
In comics, I love the Eternals
Yeah.
comics. That's the tough part. Is I love it, but this heaping pile of poo that they put in front of us for that was not good.
So Eternals. Okay.
Yeah. I would rather watch Love and Thunder over and over again instead of ever hearing about the Eternals.
Oh no, I'd rather watch the Eternals.
No.
I'd rather watch the Eternals.
Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, I'm sorry. I just feel like they could have casted better, but like you said, who would you cast? I have no idea.
Yeah, no, that's like I really
But
don't know who to cast.
Honestly, what's her name? Florence Pugh.
No, I love her as. I would never have
But
had.
you see her, but that's the thing is she came out after.
I don't think she would have been good because she's so small.
She is little.
She's so tiny. I feel like it would have made more people mad. I love Florence Pugh. She's top
Yeah.
actress for me.
If she's just taller,
If she was taller,
I can see it as Captain Marvel. But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Someone similar to her.
yeah. That's a hard one.
We'll have to come back to that. We'll come back to that. U.S. Agent, could not stand.
I completely forgot about him. It's the thing I completely forgot about him. Well, technically, he's a TV show.
He's about to be in a movie.
Yes, but yes, U.S. Agent.
So I guess I'll take that off. I'll take that off because he is from the show, and I don't like him from the show.
Support him being at least favorite character though, because I also
He
agree.
might turn better in Thunderbolt.
Probably not.
No,
I like the reassurance for giving him, but I don't think so.
I tried. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it with that one. I'm sorry. Russell from Deadpool 2. Fire Fist.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh my god, who is that? Yeah, Fire Fist. I can't stand him either.
I wanted to bang my head against the wall.
I just couldn't stand how he talked. I know he was supposed to be a bratty like kid, but yeah, no, I didn't like him. I didn't even think
And he's
about him
coming
either.
back, and he's gonna be in How to Train Your Dragon, and I'm not excited about it. I just, I Deadpool 2, and that's why I didn't put Deadpool on my lists. I love Deadpool movies, but this Deadpool 2 really ruined it for me. I love who they chose for Cable.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. I love Colossus being in it, more, but
I love Domino.
I love Domino.
I think I just Deadpool 2 wasn't my favorite, but Deadpool 1 and Deadpool versus and Wolverine, not versus, and Wolverine were my two. I love both of those.
Yeah.
That's
But-
the thing. The thing that ruined Deadpool 2 was Fire Fist.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
I can't stand him.
Mm-hmm.
This one's hard. This one's hard because it's Mystique from not the original X-Men, but from the newer
Jennifer
Days of
Lawrence's?
Future Past. Jennifer Lawrence. I just. Ugh.
I didn't
I
mind
don't-
her as Mystique. I didn't like that they made her the front character.
Yes, that's my problem with
I
it is
didn't-
that they were front runner, and
Yeah.
we just had this conversation too.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I don't mind Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. I don't like that they made her the person.
She looked good, but you can tell she was annoyed.
Yeah.
You could tell she was just absolutely annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand it takes forever in a day to put that makeup on, but damn.
But she shouldn't have been the main. Like, she shouldn't.
No.
Mystique isn't the one that brings the X-Men together. That just
No.
doesn't happen.
Yeah. There's somebody else I'm missing on here.
That you don't like?
Yes. There's someone I'm forgetting on here.
I'm trying to think as far as the. Oh, you don't like Meek. Isn't that
No,
one?
yeah, I don't like Meek, but that's also from the comics as well.
As far as the movies?
I think I'm missing somebody, but it's okay. We'll get back to it. I'll honorable mention if I
Trying to
remember
think of
who I don't
else you
like
wouldn't
as character.
like. That's interesting.
I feel like I talked about them in there already.
Like when we were at it, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll find out.
My least favorite characters. I don't like Ironheart, and I'm really sad because I like Ironheart in the comics, as like the Young Avengers, but I don't like
The girl they chose.
I don't even know it's that I don't like the girl. I just don't like how they brought her in.
Yeah.
I wish that they would have started with her show and then brought her into Wakanda.
Yeah, because I like the girl that they chose.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't really seen her anything else.
She hasn't been anything else. She's supposed to have her show, and that's what I thought they were gonna do was do her show and then put her in like the other. And that's what I think I liked it. I don't like how they're just like, oh, here's Ironheart, because she's pretty smart.
Yeah,
she's pretty cool,
extremely intelligent.
But I don't like how. I think I just don't like how they did her debut. They did her debut into MCU. I think that's what makes me not like her. Yeah. I like who they casted. I like her in general. I just don't like how they brought her in, and I think that's what makes me like not want her as a character. I don't know if that sounds really mean.
No, it's not. It makes complete sense.
It's not because of acting. It's because I just can't stand her character in general. I can't stand Mantis.
She was almost... Ooh, that was close.
They did well with her.
She was almost on my list of my least favorite, too.
But I just never liked her as a character in general. So when she was casted, I was like, oh, that's perfect. But I'm also was like, I don't like her.
She also doesn't have that same oomph with Drax in the comics, too. So it's hard. But... Once again, playing it just as the movies, it's hard because she did play it well, but at the same time, I could do extremely without her.
Yeah, she did really well. I just don't like Mantis. I've never liked her in the comics. I don't particularly like her in the series, but it makes sense why they put her in the series.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel. So not Captain Marvel, but oh my God, what's her name? Little girl.
Holy crap! What's her name?
Anyways, young Miss Marvel. I didn't mind her TV show. It wasn't terrible. I just don't like her. I just don't like her as a character. That's so bad.
I'm trying to remember her name.
And then Sprite.
It's like at the tip.
Kamala Khan.
Thank you. Yep. I was like, it's a case.
Yes. I was like, I almost said case, but then I was like, I don't want to sound bad. Yeah, Sprite. I don't like Sprite. Sprite specifically in the Eternals.
Yeah.
Both comic and Marvel Universe. I can't stand Sprite. Sprite's always one of those characters where like, you're just like, why do you exist? I get why you exist. I just don't
problems.
I just don't want you
to be the dunce and to be the deaf.
And it's just, I just can't stand Sprite both ways. Yeah, so I guess the Eternal. Although I'll give it redeeming because I did like Cersei, but it's the only one I liked.
Yeah, that's
the only one.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was just.
Sprite would just be like the top one for me. I guess I could have put on there as a least favorite character was Apocalypse as well.
Yeah.
I can't stand Apocalypse.
No, which is unfortunate because he is a extremely powerful villain, and having him in there is extremely important.
I
with
think
a lot
that's
of
just
rules,
makes me
but
mad.
They just didn't do his makeup, his CGI. They just didn't do his.
I think that's what makes me mad and what gets me in the universe is like when they don't give a character their full like power potential.
Yeah. Potential.
I guess so, because like they did. I thought as far as power, person, and how they did it, if it wasn't Hank Pym, they did great with Ant-Man.
Yeah, the daughter.
You're making me remember names. And
I know. My brain is not doing good today at all. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so everyone. This is going to be, we did this last time with Disney movies. Now we're going to do top Marvel movies on Rotten Tomatoes again. Mm-hmm. This list is going to surprise you.
Is it?
Yes, it's going to, what do you think the number one movie is?
One of the Avengers.
No. It's not.
It's not one of the Avengers?
Nope. Are you ready for this?
Oh no, is it going to make me mad?
I don't think it'll make you mad. I think you'll understand, but it's going to be surprising.
Okay. I was going to say, if it's Eternals, I'm going to friggin' punch a wall.
I would laugh so hard.
I would never do that, no.
96% was Black Panther.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. I was going to say Black Panther as my second guess.
It beat out Avengers Endgame by 2 points. So Black Panther got 96%, Avengers Endgame got 94%.
Okay.
Both of those make sense.
Yeah.
Black Panther though
Black Panther was great.
I love the first Black Panther. I think I was surprised that it got such a high rating though.
Yeah.
I knew it got a decent rating. I knew it was like a really good, my foot stuck. I knew it was a really good one, but I didn't expect it to be number one.
Yeah.
Which now that I see it, I'm like perfectly fine with.
I mean, the soundtrack was great behind it. The casting was great behind it.
Yeah.
I loved the scenery, the set. It was great. And honestly, it was really good.
There was no complaints there. Iron Man, the first one.
Yep.
Got a 94%, number 3. Number 4 is Thor Ragnarok with a 93%. Spider-Man No Way Home got number 5 with 93%. So that's one with Doctor Strange in it.
I can see it.
And Spider-Man Homecoming got a 92%. So Spider-Man, both Spider-Mans got in the top 10. Guardians of the Galaxy at 92% for number 7. All 3 Spider-Mans got in the top 10. Spider-Man Far From Home got a 91%.
Nice.
Number 8 was that. Marvel's Avengers got a 9 at 91%. Number 10 was Shang-Chi. 92%. That's the thing. It was I think it was just another one of those just like well done movies.
Yeah.
As far as what they could have done with it, could have definitely done more, but it wasn't like terrible. Captain America Civil War got number 11 at 90%. Captain America Winter Soldier 90% at 12. Doctor Strange got 89% at 13. I'm kind of surprised that one with how the CGI in it didn't get higher.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is a hard story though for people to like.
It is. Because it's the magic.
Well, not a lot of people really knew who he was either when he came
True.
out too, so that was a huge thing. Ant-Man and Wasp got 87%.
Unless they were comic lovers, yeah.
I didn't mind that one. No, it was 14.
Ant-Man and Wasp?
Yeah. Ant-Man and Wasp, the Wasp, got 87%.
I thought it was okay.
I didn't like Quantumania as much as I was
Yeah,
hoping because I
yeah.
love that story
Okay.
line. Yeah. Avengers Infinity War got 15 at 85%. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 got 85% at 16. Black Panther Wakanda Forever got number 17 at 84. I had that Black Panda. It's fine.
All I saw was Kung Fu Panda
Wah!
in the Avengers, and I was like, oh no.
Poe, he brings the mighty dumplings with him. Ant-Man, the first one, got 83% at 18. 19 was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 at 82%. That's surprising to me.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that beat out Deadpool and Wolverine. That only got 78% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I am genuinely surprised. I think it's because they really hard critiqued.
Deadpool, Wolverine, they
Yeah.
picked it apart, yeah. That was at number 20. Captain Marvel's in the top 22. She got 79%.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like you even said it too. That wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad
just
movie.
You don't like who that was casted.
Yeah.
First Avenger got in that as Captain America. Black Widow. I actually genuinely liked Black Widow.
I like Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. I think
Yeah.
she played it pretty well.
I think she did. I wish we would have gotten her backstory when we were supposed to. That was the whole thing
Yeah.
with it, with
Yeah.
COVID making that a whole debacle. I love Yelena. This is going to be controversial because I love, oh my God, their dad.
Red Guardian?
Red Guardian. I love him. But he's not the Red Guardian in the universe. But I love him.
Yes.
I just love.
Yes.
I love Dave Hopperman, whatever his name is. I love him.
I'm just like, we're doing good on names today.
And
we're doing great.
he really just kind of went with it. I'm mad because the Red Guardian's not supposed to be this funny, but I'm not upset about it.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be comedic, but
No. But how they all interacted together, I feel like they did that very
Yeah.
well.
I see it.
And then the mom, she's an original widow, so just bringing her in was a really cool concept.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing the full Red Room and more, that was a huge piece that I think people needed, was to know.
I think it should have came out like burst to the Avengers.
Oh yeah, it should have come out with the event, like when you were doing
Captain
Captain America,
America.
when you're doing all that, because the Red Room's so important because most people think Black Widow, she's not that powerful, she's not that much of a
She's like
assassin.
the strongest assassin there is.
Yes, she is the top assassin.
Yeah.
And that's what's so hard, and that's why her sister is also so. They're the two that you always know of in the comics, and so that's what makes it so hard. Is that yes, she's not an all-powerful god, and she doesn't have super serum, but she is a trained assassin with no fucks.
Yeah. It's true.
And I think that's what this movie really depicted, and that's what I
Yeah.
think we were lacking, and that's why I'm not surprised it got a high rating, but I wish that it got more hype.
Yeah, I think you're completely correct on that
The
one.
entire scene where they're rescuing him from the prison is hysterical.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool way to die. That she was driving a helicopter straight into an avalanche. Because that is the Black Widow mindset. They don't care.
No, they have no care.
And that's why it really should have been early on. But I think Scarlett Johansson did fantastic as Black Widow. Even being introduced in Iron Man, continuing through her relationship with Captain America, with Clint Barton, they did that so well. And then with the series Hawkeye,
Oh,
of how
series,
they,
yeah.
they finally finished a storyline
Mm-hmm.
with like helping Yelena be like, this is what happened to your sister.
Gave her kind of closure.
Yeah, and I feel like we don't get that with all of them.
No, because that was really tough, and losing Scarlett.
It's a hard one to get to.
That was a really hard
If
one.
they announce her coming back like they have with Chris Evans
with the
and
multiverse
RDG,
theory, yeah,
I will
'cause
lose my mind.
if they do the incursion like that, yeah, I mean that would be really cool. I mean, it'd be really cool if the originals were the bad guys.
I think I would follow the storyline perfect with the infamous Doom Saga.
Because you can have Agent Hydra or whatever,
Captain Hydra.
Captain Hydra.
Infamous Doom, and then you bring her in as like she hasn't turned back, she hasn't switched sides.
Yeah,
that would be
kind
fantastic.
of like a Gamora situation.
Yeah, with her memory. Oh god, it'd be so great.
That'd be insane.
Yeah. I didn't think we'd be as controversial with our Marvel topics.
Yeah.
But it's hard because we know both sides.
Yes.
And so that's what makes it so difficult.
Yeah, especially to judge, but then having to separate comics and just watch them as the movie and see what they're doing instead of just kind of having to data dump all of your knowledge just to try to watch the movie.
Just go in with an open mind and be like, I still hate it.
Yes. Eternals.
In case you didn't know, Eternals is Jay's favorite movie of all time.
Hard noises.
I feel like that's more controversial than me saying I don't like an Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. That one, it hurts my soul every time you say it, I'm not gonna lie.
I love Hulk. I like Hulk in the storyline and comics in general. I do like the Hulk. Is he one of my favorite superheroes? No. It's just the Incredible Hulk that got left out. I think that's the part that I wish they would have just... If they weren't going to continue with Robert Norton, good gosh, Edward Norton, they should have just made an Incredible Hulk movie.
Yeah.
To continue into the storyline.
No, I agree.
Because they set the standards there, and then they're like,
I just like the way he looks. Yeah. I think that he portrayed the Hulk the best.
Well, he has more of that, like, harsh features than Mark Ruffalo does. Yeah. Mark Ruffalo has that, like, hey, guys, type of personality. But I feel like it's hard, too, because I think Mark Ruffalo blended into the dynamic of the other Avengers better than I think Edward Norton would have.
Yes, because I think Edward Norton would have clashed too hard with RDJ.
I think they would have been you needed like a softer Bruce Banner with a harsher Iron Man, which technically you kind of have that with Bruce Banner's side. He's not the rap Hulk all the time. Yeah. But they needed that kind of with the two geniuses. They needed two different types, and I think they did that well.
Well, I mean, was it just two? I feel like so many more Avengers are super geniuses.
Well, when you have the first originals, it's technically just RDJ and the Hulk. Yeah. I almost said Iron Man. It's the same person. We are one. Because Captain's smart, but he's not a super genius. But in the originals, you have as a genius, it would be Iron Man and
I was just trying to think if Strange was there yet, and Strange wasn't there
Strange
yet.
wasn't
I was
there
trying to think of like the introduction of them.
Well, that's another thing, because you have Strange as a different type of brain.
Yeah.
You have three different types of brain. Three different types of brain. 3 different brains. Because then you bring in Shuri. I honestly think Shuri's...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Would you say Shuri is smarter? Smarter? I'm not. Has more a higher intelligence than Bruce and RDJ?
Not RDJ.
I feel
Bruce
like
Banner is a hard one.
Yes.
Because Shuri is a super genius. But I don't think she's smarter than...
I think she's a super genius because she has resources.
She is? Oh, yeah, for sure. But
no, because of the resources she has.
Oh, well, yeah.
But then again, vibranium is also discovered. I know, because then you have Reed Richards.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's so hard to bring in because, yes, Reed Richards is...
But technically, he hasn't been introduced yet. But you don't see his brain. But in the originals, yes, I think that the two top brains would have been Bruce Banner and Robert Downey. Well, Iron Man. Tony Stark. That's the name. We got there.
Eventually, we will get there.
Probably not. I like the support you have there. I don't have faith in myself with names today.
I can't speak. I can't remember names. It's okay.
I struggle tearing off a tear thingy.
And you struggle with anything. Like you struggle all the time with opening anything.
Yes. Teeth are my best friend.
No.
I'm a piranha. I live in the Amazon.
Well, Maniacs, thank you for joining us this week. Next week, we're going to be doing a little bit more holiday core. Kind of getting ready for the, seasons.
But yes, we will join you guys next week on continuing the saga of debates over movies.
Yes. Have a safe Friday the 13th.
Make good choices.
Do stupid things. All right, everyone. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.